changing it to make it Spotify compatible. But a lot of people do that, and a little bit you have to play this game, otherwise you're out.
If we just pretend it, who are we? Who are we? Who are we?
Hey guys, today is a special day, release day. The entire team is here with me, and now just a lot of business stuff promoting the release as much as possible. We're now halfway done promoting the song. Everyone downstairs in the office like typing really fast and sending out emails, contacting important people, personal contacts, Spotify playlist curators, YouTube channel, private Spotify playlist owners, same for Apple Music. So we're trying to make the best out of this release. By the way, if you're interested to listen to the song, it's finally out. The first link in the description. We got a small little problem. There's like a tiny mistake in my song. We've now contacted already Spotify and all other stores to replace it. So I hope this mistake will be gone by the time this video is online. But if you're interested, you can just check it out. It's a small mistake. Only producers will hear it, but it still annoys me, and I hope it will be gone in time. So I'm now upstairs here in the big nice studio, just really quick to film a little bit for today's vlog. I think today's main topic will be actually the Spotify algorithm. Understanding it is really crucial nowadays, because like 90% of all music sales are nowadays done on Spotify, and if you know how it works, you can kind of gear your promotion a little bit towards it, and this way reach a little more. I will try to explain as much about it as I know. Everything that I will tell you now is not 100% confirmed. I have a friend that works at Spotify Germany, and he told me a couple of things, as well as my distributor that is like in really good contact with Spotify internationally. They also told me a couple of things, but basically the Spotify algorithm works like every other algorithm. It tries to detect how well a song is performing and how good it actually is just by numbers. So imagine it being like a bonus system. Let's say you upload your song to Spotify and you make sure with your promotion on your socials that 100 people listen to that song. So Spotify detects that those people didn't come from Spotify itself. They came from Facebook, SoundCloud, Instagram, or whatever you're using, and they went to Spotify. So this is like a lot of bonus points if you want to. Let's just say maybe 20 points plus for every person that comes to Spotify this way. You make sure more people listen to Spotify, spend more time on Spotify, and as a reward, kind of your song gets bonus points, and the more it kind of goes up in the ranking of the algorithm, the more it will be pitched to more people, because the algorithm then thinks your music is good, or at least your promotion is good. Then what probably most people know, if your song gets played, it's like maybe 1 bonus point. If people listen to it for longer than 30 seconds, it's maybe 5 bonus points. Again, those bonus points are just like to make this relatable. The algorithm works way more complex, but if people stop the song or quit Spotify because of that song, or skip the song, or not listen to it to the end, you kind of get minus points. It's almost the same as here on YouTube. The more watch time you have, the higher a video will be ranked and the more it will be recommended to other people. Same on Spotify. If you get a lot of people to listen to it, to listen fully to it, it will be then pitched to even more people. If they also confirm it, so not only your fans, but also random people that they also like the song, it will be pitched even further into more algorithm-based playlists. And if it performs there good as well, or even better, it might get picked up by a curator, like these guys sitting at Spotify listening to tons and tons and tons of music every single day and deciding which songs will go into the Spotify playlist. This can boost like by a lot. For example, 3 years ago, my song Dawning ended in the biggest German chill house, deep house playlist, and it went from 0 plays to 500,000 within 3 months, which is like insane. I have to be honest, nowadays it's a little harder to get in contact with Spotify curators, to get in contact with Spotify at all, because they rearranged with the major labels. The major labels are now getting less money from Spotify, which is good for Spotify, but in return they agreed to play more major labels songs in those playlists. So the majors make more money because their songs getting played more. Spotify pays less because they have to pay a smaller percentage per song that gets played. So both sides are happy, and usually the major songs are better quality. So as an independent artist, independent label, getting in there is at least 10 times harder than 2-3 years ago. Now the big question is, what do we learn by knowing how the algorithm kind of works? So first of all, you need to use all of your socials and make sure that people, your fans that like your music, and if it's just friends and family at the beginning, listen to your song and go to Spotify to listen to it. Saving the song will help. Putting it into their private playlist will also help to boost it. So if you have time and don't mind, the link is in the description. Just take my song, save it, play it non-stop, would be really appreciated. This knowledge can of course also be used to change your music. I'm not a big fan of that, but what a lot of people are doing nowadays is cutting the intros entirely. So instead of starting with 5 minutes instrumental or just guitar, it starts right away with the vocal or starts right away with the main melody, just so that the listener just immediately kind of knows which song it is and also stays there and listens to it. Another small trick that a lot of people do, I think the first one doing it actually was the one by Lost Frequencies. I forgot the name of it, but like the first one that got him like this initial push. It was really short, like 2 minutes 20, and they did it on purpose. So when you're done listening to it, you kind of feel like I could listen more to it, and then you repeat it. This means more plays, more clicks, more money. It's kind of smart, but I'm not a big fan when promotion gets in the way of like artistic freedom. So I would much rather just do a song based on how I like the song than actually changing it to make it Spotify compatible. But a lot of people do that, and a little bit you have to play this game, otherwise you're out. So yeah, that's like the basic Spotify algorithm and how it works. I mean, it's just like an algorithm trying to detect what's good, and it's using these parameters to detect if a song is good or performing good. And the better it performs, the better you make sure it performs, the more also Spotify will help you. Usually it's like when you get around like 10,000 plays yourself, which is like a lot, it will help you to get to the next 50 by the algorithm, which is really nice. But if your song gets no plays, the algorithm will also not really help you in any way. So it's just up there on Spotify and no one listens to it, which is really sad. So really make sure, build up your socials, make sure to promote your song. There's also a way to like pay for plays. Not a big fan of it, and I think Spotify is more and more kind of preventing this, and the algorithm even detects if it's in a playlist that is private, gets less kind of these bonus points. So I would just go with the classic promotion, writing blogs, YouTube channels that they also upload the song and put your Spotify link underneath, and kind of all this stuff that I've already explained to you in a million videos. For me, it's now time back to go downstairs in the office, write a lot of emails with the entire team, make sure we get the most out of this song, and I will try and think if there's any information that I've missed and let you know in a tiny bit.
This time I know we make it. This time it's gonna be real.
Probably not that exciting to watch us four guys writing emails, but we're all done with promoting the release. Thanks a lot to the entire Accents team. I think today went really, really great. We got a YouTube channel that is featuring the song and a couple of other things. You will see.
Bye. Have a nice weekend.
So let's get actually to the last two Spotify algorithm kind of secrets. The first one is definitely building up a fan base. I mean, that's by far the most important as an artist, because that's something no one can take away from you, even if your management screws up or your songs don't really perform. Having fans makes sure that someone buys your merch or comes to your concerts or your DJ gigs. But especially how Spotify is working at the moment, you get quite a lot from having people actually following you on Spotify. So everyone that follows you will immediately on the release day get your song pushed to their radio, to their playlist, and this way you will get a whole lot more of plays. So building that up, very, very important. You should try to get as many people to follow you through your socials, and just by having steady releases every month to 2 months is probably best. That's also the main reason why most people don't do any albums anymore. It makes more sense to have single releases, steady releases. This way you always have something new to present to the people. And by far the most, might be a very, very obvious one, you need to make good music. If your music is shit, knowing anything about the algorithm won't really help you. So the better your music, the better you will perform on Spotify, which is actually a fair system. It's a tiny bit better than years and years ago, where like music people in the industry decided whose song actually gets played on the radio. Now you can actually do it yourself with a good song, and I think a good song should perform really good. If it doesn't, and you release 5-6 songs and no one of them performs, it's maybe your music that isn't really working. But anyways, I'm now on my way to pick up Vanessa and then heading over to an event. Yeah, you'll see.
Who are we? This time we're going easy. This time it's something real. But if we just pretend it, who are we?
Vanessa's already dreaming.
Yeah, dream bigger.
Really nice houses here in this area. We're here for an art exhibition, because that's also something really important, to get connected with people, hang out with them, talk with them, and this way kind of advance. So just sitting at home, just sitting in your studio won't probably do it. So go out, meet, connect. Very, very important in the music business. Right?
Yes.
Also for your business.
Yeah, of course, always.
So basically spending the rest of the day in there, getting wasted, connecting, the usual deal. Don't forget to click on the link in the description for my new song, and we will see us tomorrow back again with a couple of giveaways actually, and more music.